It's October 31st. The veil is thin, the air is getting colder, shadows stretch longer, and something ancient stirs. Today, we don't just tell history, we become history. Before candy, before costumes, there was a night when the dead walked among the living. This isn't celebration, this is fear incarnated. 2,000 years ago, the Celts didn't hand out candy, they handed out fear. Samhain marked the death of life, and the veil between worlds torn. The dead returned, ancestors whispered, others haunted. Bonfires blazed to hold back the night. Animal skins masked the living. Food wasn't left out for kindness, it was bribery. It was survival from a darkness that hungered for humanity, hungered for those who willingly gave themselves to it. Then came the church in 735 AD. Pope Gregory III didn't ban Samhain, he baptized it. He moved All Saints' Day to November 1st, draping holiness over the bones of the old Celtic gods, and called it righteousness. October 31st became All Hallows Eve. It is commonly called Halloween. But you can't erase what's etched in the soul of the land or in the human heart. The bonfires still burned, the fear still lingered, and the old rituals echoed in the shadows of the new faith. The dead were no longer ancestors. They were demons, witches, and the devil himself. And night became a crucible of faith and superstition. Centuries later, the haunted tradition crossed the ocean. In America, it mutated. The solemn offerings became pranks. The fear twisted into mischief. By the early 1900s, Halloween was chaos. Egged houses, smashed windows, outhouses flipped like coffins. Communities panicked, parents begged for peace, so darkness made a bargain, a treat in exchange for no tricks. Costumes, candy, controlled madness. Halloween became a peace offering in a pillowcase. By the 40s, the ritual was set. Every child in costume carried the same incantation, trick or treat. Not a question, a warning, a deal struck in candy and fear. Yet all was not quiet. In cities like Detroit, Michigan, 30th of October was called Devil's Night, where vandalism, arson, and chaos would overwhelm local police and fire departments as sport. So what is Halloween? It's the night sanity sleeps, a ritual carved with bones and stitched with sin. It's Samhain, gagged in a saint's robe, twitching beneath the sugar crust. The Celts lit fires to survive. The church lit candles to sanctify. America lit jack-o'-lanterns to distract. The thing in the dark isn't a monster. It's memory. It's ritual. It's the part of us that remembers what it felt like to be prey. It needs us to forget why we feared the darkness in the first place. So we started forgetting. Haunted houses became our modern cathedrals of fear and jump scares. People started paying to be chased, to scream, to remember what it felt like when the darkness came bumping in the night. We turned terror into theater, and we called it entertainment. Somewhere along the way, battle-driven men began twisting the Halloween rules. They dressed as sexy nurses, cheerleaders, strippers in fishnet stockings, not to cross gender lines, but for fun, for entertainment, and to mock the ritual. Because the scariest thing you can become is something no one expects. All while the darkness watches and grows. shadows, patiently, unchanged, waiting for the night we stop pretending and remember. It hides behind the mask, wearing your smile. It ducks behind the door, mimicking your breath. It sleeps beneath your bed, counting your heartbeat. Every costume is a disguise, every knock is a test, and every piece of candy a bribe to keep the dark quiet. But tonight, the darkness isn't quiet. The veil doesn't thin, it snaps. The old protections weaken, the ritual unfulfilled, and the thing that watches, it doesn't want worship. It doesn't want peace. It wants you. So blow out your lanterns, turn off your lights, seal your doors and windows, hold your loved ones close, and pray you make it to sunrise. Because if you hear scratching at the door, it probably isn't your neighbor coming over for sugar. After all, Halloween isn't a celebration. It's the one night the dead remembers your name and calls out to you whispering, "We're here." Happy Halloween, everyone. This has been Doberdin History, where legacy is told one story at a time. See you next time. If you liked today's video, give it a like. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss what's next. And thanks for being part of Doberdin History, where history is remembered even if others have forgotten.